Hey everybody, it's time for my little corner of the world.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn, and love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble before we say goodbye.
Hey, good evening everyone. This is Ed Rambeau welcoming you all to my little corner of the world and my belated Thanksgiving Day show. Yes, this evening we're celebrating last Thursday's wonderful holiday with the theme Nothing But Bread for Thanksgiving, which translated means tonight I'll be giving thanks to that wonderful group known as Bread, with musical compositions written by the one and only David Gates. Usually on my Thanksgiving show, I give thanks to various artists and composers, but tonight I'm targeting Bread with all newly recorded songs except for my very first one, which I've recorded some time ago and is one of their biggest. Please enjoy my rendition of their hit recording simply titled If.
If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? The words will never show the you I've come to know. If a face could launch 1,000 ships, then where am I to go? There's no one home but you. You're all that's left me to. And when my love for life is running dry, you come and pour yourself on me. If a man could be two places at one time, I'd be with you tomorrow and today, beside you all the way. If the world should stop revolving, spinning slowly into dark, I'd spend the end with you. And when the world was through, then one by one the stars will all blow out. Then you and I would simply fly away.
From If, which is one of Bread's biggest, if not the biggest, let's move on to one of their lesser-known songs, but a real beauty indeed. It's called Belonging, and here's my take on it. I wanted love so very bad that I could almost taste it, and so I gave my all to you and hoped you would not waste it. I laid awake the whole night long and wondered, was I wrong? But when you woke and touched my face, I knew that I belonged. Belonging to someone I find is very necessary. The load is lighter on my mind when someone helps to carry. And even though I'm strong enough to make it on my own, I would not even care to try to live my life alone. For if I lived my life alone, with no one to belong to, there'd be no one to pledge my heart or sing my song of love to. My melodies would soon dry up, and the words would leave me too. It all would come to pass if I could not belong to you. I wanted love so very bad that I could almost taste it. And when I gave mine all to you, I knew you would not waste it. That one was called Belonging and is one of their most haunting melodies. But speaking of haunting melodies, my next selection is probably my most personal favorite ever recorded by Bread. In the lyrics, which read, "The hearts that never played in tune," the singer talks about a longing for a girl named Aubrey, for whom he had unrequited love, perhaps a first love. Hence the title of the song, Aubrey. And Aubrey was her name, a not so very ordinary girl or name, but who's to blame for a love that wouldn't bloom, for the hearts that never played in tune? Like a lovely melody that everyone can sing, take away the words that rhyme, it doesn't mean a thing. And Aubrey was her name. We tripped the light and danced together to the moon. But where was June? No, it never came around. If it did, it never made a sound. Maybe I was absent or was listening too fast, catching all the words, but then the meaning going past. But God, I miss the girl, and I'd go 1,000 times around the world just to be closer to her than to me. and Aubrey was her name. I never knew her, but I loved her just the same. I loved her name. Wish that I had found a way, and the reasons that would make her stay. I have learned to lead a life apart from all the rest. If I can't have the one I want, I'll do without the best. But how I miss the girl, and I'd go a million times around the world just to say she had been mine for a day. Isn't Aubrey a beautiful song with an amazing marriage between its music and lyrics? I just really love that piece of music. From Aubrey, let's move on to a timeless love song that has been covered by various artists. Released in 1970, the song was written by David Gates and became the group's first #1 hit in the U.S. It portrays the theme of love as a journey with ups and downs, but in the end, the protagonist wants to make it with his significant other. The song starts out with the line, "Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side?" This line sets the tone for the rest of the song. It's about reaching for someone that is not yet within reach, a love that hasn't been fully realized. The protagonist then goes on to say, "I may be climbing on rainbows, but baby, here goes." This line encapsulates the feeling of pursuing love, even when it seems impossible or impractical. The chorus of the song is the most famous part. The lines, "I'm willing to try to make it with you," speak of the determination and commitment one needs to cultivate a happy and successful relationship. This line beautifully illustrates the idea that love requires effort and teamwork from both partners. The rest of the song describes the journey of love, with the protagonist acknowledging that there will be good days and bad days. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. This line speaks to the power of a partnership when two people work together towards a common goal. The song ends with the line, "Dreams, they're for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep." This line serves as a reminder that love is not a fairy tale, but is something we have to work for and cherish. With that, allow me to sing Bread's first #1 hit, "Make It With You." Hey, have you ever tried really reaching out for the other side? I may be climbing on rainbows, but baby, here goes. Dreams there for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if you're wondering what this song is leading to, I wanna make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. No, you don't know me well, and every little thing only time will tell. But you believe the things that I do, and we'll see it through. Life can be short or long. Love can be right or wrong. And if I chose the one I'd like to help me through, make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. Baby, you know that dreams, they're for those who sleep. Life is for us to keep. And if I chose the one I'd like to help me through, I wanna make it with you. I really think that we could make it, girl. I really think that we could make it, girl. That, of course, was their first #1 hit, Make It With You, and I hope you enjoyed my version of that wonderful Bread classic. For those of you who may have just tuned in, you're listening to Ed Rambeau, and this is My Little Corner of the World on MemoryLaneOldies.com. Tonight's theme, Nothing But Bread for Thanksgiving. Songs made famous by that fabulous group known as Bread. But before moving on, here we go, folks. America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. Hi there, little buddy.
Hi, Eduardo. I was just wondering, how much would I have to pay you to make you stop singing?
Oh, stop it. I'll have you know that all my life people have been paying me to sing.
Oh, really? Well, my guess is that every time they've been handing you the money, you've been getting the wrong impression.
Never mind. Hey, have you been paying attention to all this Trump nonsense? On the witness stand, the entire Trump family have been claiming nothing but ignorance.
Well, you see, they had to. They were under oath.
Oh, I see. Good point. And did you see where Donnie Trump Jr. referred to his father as an artist in real estate?
Oh, yeah. He's an artist, all right. A regular Vincent Van going to jail.
Another good one, Tom.
Hey, since this is your Thanksgiving show, which of course means you're a week late, but all that aside, do you know what the difference between a chicken and a turkey is?
Go ahead, tell us.
Chickens celebrate Thanksgiving.
Another good point. Speaking of Thanksgiving, did Angelina cook or did you guys go out to eat?
No, she cooked, but I made the mistake of asking her if I ever told her how good her cooking is.
Why was that a mistake?
'Cause when she said no, I said, then why do you still cook?
How many days were you in the hospital, Tom?
I ducked, so it was only 2.
What else is new?
Well, last night we had a peeping Tom looking in our window, but the minute he spotted Angelina, he reached in and pulled down the shade.
Oh, Tom, you're making that up.
No, I'm dead serious. Hey, let's get back to my Thanksgiving jokes. Why did the turkey cross the road?
I don't know, why?
He wanted the turkey hunter to think he was a chicken.
Tom, that's so bad.
If you think that's bad, how about this one? What do you call a turkey the day after Thanksgiving?
I give up. What?
Lucky.
Oh, stop.
This is my favorite. What did the turkey say to the turkey hunter on Thanksgiving Day?
Let's hear it. What?
Quack, quack.
Okay, stop. Come on, Tom. Enough with the Thanksgiving jokes.
Oh, come on. What do you expect me to do? Quit cold turkey?
I'm gonna ask you to say goodnight, Tom, but before doing so, tonight I have a question for you. After hearing me sing all these wonderful songs written by David Gates, recorded by Bread, do you still think I'm a bad singer?
No, you're not a bad singer. You're a terrible singer.
While I'm holding my tongue, I'm going to politely ask you to say goodnight, Tom.
Good night, everybody. Earplug time. But as for me, my catnip awaits.
Good night, Tom. Now go out and buy me something nice for Christmas. And there you have it, my friends. America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. Returning now to tonight's theme, nothing but bread for Thanksgiving. Since we're honoring bread, I think it's only befitting that I reveal some little-known facts about this popular, well-known group. For starters, David Gates is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he knew Leon Russell because both played in bar bands around the Tulsa area. Both Gates and Russell headed for California to check out the music scene there. Before forming Bread, Gates had worked with Royer's previous band, The Pleasure Fair, who recorded one album for the Uni Records label with Gates producing and arranging. Royer then introduced Gates to his songwriting partner Griffin, and the trio joined in 1968 and signed with Elektra Records in January 1969. Gates later explained the origin of the band's name. As the story goes, a bread truck came along right at the time they were trying to think of a name. They'd been tossing around ideas like bush, telephone pole. Then, as soon as the bread truck came by, one of them said, "Ah, bread truck, how about bread?" It appealed to them because it began with the letter B, like the Beatles and the Bee Gees. Bread also had a kind of universal appeal. It could be taken a number of ways. Of course, for the entire first year, people referred to them as the Breads. By 1973, after a string of hits, fatigue from constant recording and touring had set in despite the band's success, and personal relationships began to show strain, especially between Gates and Griffin. Elektra Records had invariably selected Gates' songs for the A-sides of the singles, while Griffin felt that the singles should have been split between the two of them. It seems it always boils down to money, folks, doesn't it? Anyway, with all that said, let's move on to my version of another one of this group's major hits, Everything I Own. You sheltered me from harm, kept me warm, kept me warm. You gave my life to me, set me free, set me free. The finest years I ever knew were all the years I had with you. I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again. You taught me how to love what it's all, what it's all. You never said too much, but still you showed the way, and I knew from watching you nobody else could ever know the part of me that can't let go. I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own just to have you back again. Is there someone you know, you're loving them so, you're taking them all for granted? You may lose them one day, someone takes them away, and they don't hear the words you long to say. I would give everything I own, give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I just to have you back again, just to touch you once again. Let's follow up everything I own with another one of Bread's classic hits, Baby, I'ma Want You. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. You're the only one I care enough to hurt about. Maybe I'm a crazy, but I just can't live without your loving and affection, giving me direction, like a guiding light to help me through my darkest hour. Lately I'm a praying that you'll always be a staying beside me. Used to be my life was just emotions passing by, feeling all the while and never really knowing why. Lately I'm a praying that you'll always be a staying around me. Used to be my life was just emotions passing by. Then you came along and made me laugh and made me cry. You taught me why. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. But it took so long to find you, baby. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. Need you so much, baby. Baby, I'ma Want You is such a great song, isn't it? Bread gave us so many wonderful tunes, and as a songwriter myself, I have to say that David Gates is one of the finest contemporary composers of our time and is still alive at the age of 82. So thank you, David Gates and Bread, for your remarkable contribution to the musical scene, as that concludes the honoring of Bread for this show. But it's not over yet, because I'd like to introduce two of my newly recorded songs. The first one being a song called Pancakes and Butter, introduced to me by my dear friend Cheryl Healy. When she sent me the video, I immediately fell in love with the song because it had the three elements I look for in a tune I choose to record. And those three elements are romantic, sexy, with a bit of playfulness. I think you'll see what I mean, especially if you pay attention to the lyrics as you listen to my version of Pancakes and Butter. I don't want just anybody. I don't want just anyone. I want you to lie beside me. I'll wait for you to come. I'll be your G. Good at giving generously. If you need fire, I'll be your match. If you got an itch, I'll be your scratch. Whatever you want, I want for you. Feels like lightning and thunder. just like pancakes and butter. We complement one another like a full moon and a fantasy. Yeah. I'll be your G. I'm here to take orders and make it easy. If you need love, I got your back. If you need lunch, I got your snack. Whatever you want, I'll grow for you. Feels like lightning and thunder, just like pancakes and butter. We complement one another like a full moon and a fantasy. Yeah, feels like lightning and thunder, just like biscuits in butter. We complement one another like a full moon and a fantasy. I don't want just anybody. I will wait for you. That one is called Pancakes and Butter, and like all my songs, it's available for the low price of $1.29 in MP3 format. To purchase it for your MP3 library, simply email me the song title to edrambeau@me.com. To close out tonight's show, here's my most recent recording. It was the musical track that inspired me to record this particular song, and I think you'll understand why once you hear it. Recorded by many, but first introduced to us by Ben E. King, here's my newly recorded version of Stand By Me. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Come on, baby, stand by me. I want you to stand by me, stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Come over here and stand by me. Come on, stand now. Stand by me, stand by me, yeah. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you're here standing right by me. And darling, darling, stand next to me. by me. Take my hand and stand right next to me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Darling, stand by me. Come on, baby. Yeah. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Lovely baby, come stand by me. No ocean, no mountain can stop what's meant to be. So darling, darling, stand by me, baby. You know your sweet, sweet love drives me crazy. I need you to love me, I need you beside me, I need you to hold me, I need you to guide me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. So take my hand and baby just come stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Did you hear me? Stand by me. So darling, take my hand and stand by me. Yeah, come on, baby. Stand by me. Well, my friends, that concludes tonight's tribute to bread, with the exception of the last two songs. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to you all joining me back here 2 weeks from tonight for my Christmas special, which will hopefully be featuring a new Christmas duet by Brad Ziffer and myself. I say hopefully because it hasn't been recorded yet, but we're hoping we can get it done before my next show. That being said, I sincerely hope you enjoyed tonight's tribute to bread and the wonderful writing ability of the incomparable David Gates. But for now, with nothing but love in my heart, from my little corner of the world to yours, here's hoping you and your family are all prepared for the upcoming holiday season, and I'll be anxiously awaiting to have you join me back here 2 weeks from this evening for my annual Christmas special. But at the moment, let's return to our dear friend Ron Baker and Ron's Record Shop. Good night with buckets of love, everyone.